How's it going, everybody? It's Mike from PC Classic Cars, back with another test drive video. Today we are in this 1966 Ford Mustang Fastback. This one has a 302 backed by a T5 5-speed. There we go, got it to come off high idle there. Alright, so again we have a 1966 Ford Mustang Fastback. It has a great running 302 in it, backed by a 5-speed manual transmission. It is manual steering, manual brakes, but it does have drums on the front. Obviously, as you can hear, it has an aftermarket exhaust system on it. Its headers duals into a Flowmaster style muffler. I will say the drivability of the car is great. With the 5-speed, this is something you can hop on the highway and cruise at 70 miles an hour with no problems whatsoever. Obviously, you get into fifth gear there. It kind of quiets down just a little bit. We're cruising at 65, 70 miles an hour with no problems whatsoever. So it is a very, very good driving car. But I would classify this as an entry-level fastback. The paint is definitely older. The cosmetics on the exterior definitely have their imperfections and flaws. 10 foot away, 15 foot away, the car looks great. But when you get up on it, it definitely has its flaws. Still has a good shine, but you can definitely nitpick it to death. No real bubbles or major issues, more just miscellaneous imperfections, some touch-ups, some smaller little cracks here and there. A lot of the trim is probably original on the car, and it does have its wear and dings. But again, the car still has a good cosmetic look to it. It's just probably 25, maybe 30 years old on the paint. On the interior, it does have these upgraded, like pro car style bucket seats. I will say, if you are a larger individual, this probably won't be the best car for you unless you swapped out the seats. I'm 6 foot tall, right at 200 pounds. I fit in here comfortably, but anyone larger, the seats are a little narrow and it just might be a little uncomfortable for you to drive. Where the shifter handle is comfortable, where your arm sits is comfortable. I will say where your knee hits and where the indicator handle is, it kind of rubs your knee just a little bit. So if you are taller and your knee sits up a little higher than that, it might be you might need to get a little bit of a shorter indicator stick, but that's really, really easy. Being that it is manual steering, anything over 3-4 miles an hour, it's still a really easy car to drive. And I'm sorry I didn't finish my thoughts on the interior. The dash does have a few little splits up top. The back seat's original and does have definitely has some wear spots in it. But the front seats are in newer shape. Carpet's nice, door panels look good, headliner's also in good shape. There are no visors. Has an aftermarket stereo. You have 3 gauges under the dash. You have your speedo, you have horn, fuel gauge, all that stuff's working. The items that don't work is your dash lights. They're not coming on. When you put it in reverse, the reverse lights aren't coming on. And then, if I remember right, no, your wipers do work. If you check out our Does It Work section, it'll be the last photo in all of our ads. Or if you go to the additional infos tab, you'll see that Does It Work section if I missed something. Shifts smooth, clutch feels good. The car has a really good look on the exterior. It's got the fiberglass Shelby hood on it, Shelby style hood. It's got the aftermarket Shelby style wheels. So the car cosmetically looks really good. Again, it's just older and does have its imperfections. The floors on the driver's side look to be original and great shape. It has had the floors front and rear redone on the passenger side. They used Mustang pants. It's been welded, seam sealed, and the undercoat's been matched on the underneath. So it is a good solid car, but just the passenger floors have been done on this one. It's definitely difficult to get a running and driving fastback, really any year. under the $40,000 mark now. This one I have priced at $39,500. Definitely an entry-level price for me when it comes to a fastback. I actually don't even know the last time I had a fastback that was priced under 40 grand. So definitely good value for someone that wants a car to hop in and drive, and might not care as much about some of the cosmetics being brand new, because this one is older on that front, like I've been talking about since we started the test drive. But mechanically, I'm impressed with the car. The 302 strong. The T5 is a cool upgrade. It does have an aftermarket modern driveline transmission cross member in it. All right, we'll take you down our bumpy road here. Suspension, stock style equipment on this one. Suspension feels good. It drives like a stock Mustang should drive like. No crazy rattles, no weird moans or groans going down the road. The steering wheel doesn't shake going down the road. Suspension, again, performs well. Glass is in good shape. You have your factory Ford quarter window glasses on both sides. They open and close like they should. The side windows both roll up and down like they should. Back glass looks good. Windshield's in clean shape. Again, very well could be original glass front to back, so it does have some little nicks and little scuffs from rolling up and down, some little nicks from driving, but nothing's cracked or broken, and the windows do operate like they should. Like I mentioned at the start of the video, it definitely has a louder exhaust on it than I prefer, but when you get into fourth and fifth gear, it's not terrible. You can still have a conversation. Obviously, y'all can hear me while I'm talking during this test drive. I would personally go with a little bit of a quieter muffler, but if you're kind of wanting something for the, hey, look at me, it definitely has a good exhaust sound for that. We'll do our flip around here, and I'll do kind of a little bit more of an aggressive pull so you guys can hear the exhaust one more time. Downshift to first, make sure no one's coming. Try to get off this gravel without burning out. All right, we'll downshift here. We'll do a little bit of an aggressive pull so you guys can hear that exhaust one more time. There's third for you. There's fourth. Try to not bounce myself off the road completely here. They did fix a lot of my potholes on this road, so if y'all watch my test drive, sometimes you'll see me trying to avoid potholes, but the city came in, fixed some of the potholes, so I'm going to stay on this road for a while until it gets tore up again, and then we'll find a new test drive route. But overall feel, like I mentioned before, it's a good entry-level fastback. It's got a lot of cool stuff, being a 302 and a 5-speed. Drivability's great. Just the cosmetics are older on this one. But a great car for someone to hop in that wants a fastback that's already got a 5-speed. Just a really cool, fun hot rod for somebody. As always, I appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of my test drive videos. If there's ever anything else that you want to see, have comments, concerns, questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment on the YouTube channel. Call or text me directly at 903-820-1019. You can also check us out on all of our social platforms, PCClassicCars.com, or we are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and the handle across all of those is going to be PC Classic Cars. And we'll see you guys on the next test drive video. Thanks again for watching.